This is Michelle from Pole World News. Today I'm with Nicoledapole at Allure Dance and Fitness. Okay, recently I heard that you were one of the principals for the making of the Pour It Up video. How is that?
Holla, give it up to Rihanna and the Navy fans. Yes, we actually filmed the video back in, I believe it was May or June. The video is amazing, and actually, I was actually on set this past weekend filming for another music video for another major artist, which I can't mention the name at this time. I wish I could, but it's gonna be dope. But I was actually filming, and I got a tweet from someone sent me a message on Instagram, and they were showing footage of my audition tape. So I'm like, how did you get this? And they tagged me back saying that Rihanna had just tweeted the video earlier that day. So I'm on set and I'm trying to find the video and figure out, where did this footage come from? And next thing you know, I finally get home that evening and I find the video, and they made an edit of just my audition footage and some behind the scenes video. And literally within a day, it had 500,000 hits. And that was just on her page. People had re-downloaded the video, so it was like going national within a few days. And then they put out the making of Pour It Up, which was even more amazing. You had footage of all the dancers now. And the other dancers, you had another pole dancer, Candace Kane. You had a hip-hop dancer. Her name was Asha Franklin. And you had an actual stripper that Rihanna found from Atlanta. She actually flew her down for the video, and her name is Secret, and her booty is amazing. It's like 2 basketballs.
Was she the one that was booty clapping on the water?
Yes, inside the water on the stage. I mean, her booty is ridiculous. I love her booty. Hi, Secret. And people always ask me, a lot of people imply, are you a stripper? I've had people say, oh my God, I saw you in the Rihanna video. You are an amazing stripper. And I go, well, I'm not a stripper. I don't have enough ass and tits for that. But most strippers, they have a lot of body. That's what people look for. And I just let people know, I'm just a pole dancer. I'm just a businesswoman. And I just work the pole in that way. If you watch me perform or other professional pole dancers, the way we move, it's a lot more elegant. It's more poised. A lot of times when you see girls that work in the clubs, a lot of them are just as good as us amazing pole dancers, but they just move different. It's a little more hip hop. It's a little more bounce to it. I call it pole thug, And I like to do that too. I love doing a little pole thug. It's just a little harder, and they may not move as clean, whereas we're thinking about pointing our toes and really elongating the leg. A stripper may be a little quicker with her movements, because they're usually dancing to hip hop music in the clubs. So I would say that's the only difference, but there are girls who strip that are just as amazing as these girls who are competing on national levels, and both categories need to give it up for each other, because a lot of pole dancers are putting the strippers down, saying, oh, they can't hang with us, and then you have a lot of strippers who are saying us pole dancers can't hang with them. But everybody is good in their own right, and I just wish everybody would congratulate everybody for being good at what they are. I may not be the best pole dancer in the world, but I'm the best at doing what I do, and that's being Nicoledapole. So nobody else could have did what I did. You could have did the same exact moves, but it would not have had the same energy behind it, and it would not have, it just wouldn't have spoken to people like it did. So I'm good at being me, and that's what I stay with, and I don't try to be anybody else.
What did Rihanna and the people on set have to say about your skills on the pole?
The crew was literally in love with me. They kept coming over to me saying, oh my God, I've never seen anything like that. You are amazing. It was just so much love on the set, and it was all men, of course. I think there were a few women on set, and everybody was just really happy that we were there. They were giving everybody props. And when Rihanna came out from her room, she saw me on the pole, and we were taking like a little break, and she came over to me in her Caribbean accent, and she was like, oh my God, that you were doing on the pole. She was like, you're so up. She's a little profanity, excuse me about that. But she was just like, that stuff you were doing on the pole was amazing. She was like, you were like on the ceiling. And it was just so much fun. So she watched us do all our pole scenes. And there's even a clip, and I believe it's in the making of video or either my audition footage, where you see her watching me on the screen, and then you see me walk back over to her. And I think she's telling me like, hey, do this move again, or I want to see you do this move, because she had saw my audition footage. So she was like, I want to see you do the move in that video. So she was super cool. And the fact that she singled me out and putting out a video with just me and my behind-the-scenes footage, I mean, I'm so grateful, because she didn't have to do that. She could have just put out a video of just the pole dancers. She didn't have to put my name in the video. It could have just been this girl in the pole video, and nobody would have known who we were. So super, super grateful for that.
How was the set? How did you have to prepare for it, and how long was it?
It was, I believe, it was a 12-hour shoot, and I believe we stayed over an additional 4 hours, so we all got a little overtime, so that was nice. But we worked our butts off. I mean, my inner thighs and my inside of my arms, my legs were on fire by the end of the day because we were doing so many tricks. And the stage was it was a huge stage, and they filled the stage with about an inch of water. So we're dancing on water. So we would try to do as many tricks as we could up on the pole before coming down to touch the ground. And if we could go back up and we weren't wet, then we would keep going. If not, then we have an assistant come back over, dry us off, and then get back up on the pole again. And the whole day, the Rihanna Poured Up song is playing, and we're just dancing. The cameramen are like, all right, do that move again. All right, go harder, go faster. Okay, we need this angle when you do that move. So you're literally trying to do moves, but trying to make it hit the camera at the right space. A lot of fun and a lot of hard work.
Last question I would like to ask. What has been the feedback for Rihanna's Poured Up video that you've been hearing?
The feedback has been amazing. I've been hearing a lot of good things. People just talking about how amazing us pole dancers look. They're glad that we finally got some national exposure so people can see what the sport is really about, and that people can stop thinking that everybody that pole dances is a stripper. So everybody's happy about that because you can see the difference in the video. You see if I'm moving my legs elegantly and, my form is strong. And then I've heard a couple of bad things, but I haven't necessarily seen it myself. But a couple of friends, a girl actually told me yesterday that there were a couple threads from just the pole community that were being really negative about myself or just about the video in itself. And, I just told her, send a picture. There's a picture of a little baby who says, pray for those who do not know any better, who are trying to steal my shine. But for all the girls out there who do have love for what we're doing, just thank you so much. And for those pole dancers out there who do have something negative to say, I just want to say for any time that you are negative about what somebody else is achieving and their greatness and their own blessings that they're receiving, you're really blocking your own. So just be positive about what you see, because every time pole dance is on mainstream TV, that helps everybody in the pole community. If there was another person in that video, I'd be saying, hell yeah, because girls would be coming to my studio to learn pole dance. And that's what happens every time a pole dancer is on TV who gets featured in a music video. People want to do what we're doing, and that helps us as a whole. So that's how people need to look at it. And just bless everybody that's doing something good out there.
Stop being insecure. Stop the haterism.
Yes, don't drink haterade. Drink congratulatorade.